Our contemporary concept of work has evolved over the years, forcing us to reevaluate the term career. We no longer conceptualize a career ladder. Instead, it's more of a career trellis consisting of a series of lateral and perpendicular movements that ultimately lead to a larger career goal. This is due in part to a more digital and multimedia-based workscape, the proliferation of contract and assignment-based roles, and the results of corporate and economic shifts. So what does it mean to have fulfillment in work? There's an underlying innate desire to have purpose and meaning in our work, which is ultimately rooted in existential philosophy. When we don't have meaning or purpose, many of us experience a sense of angst or tension. Several factors strip meaning and purpose from our work, including increased automation, isolation, and the pressure to achieve a standard notion of success. That success is often hard to define, and it's rather ambiguous. We constantly compare ourselves to our peers, deeming others who project that particular appearance of success as genuine. These concepts reflect a world outside of ourselves, the larger social world. Yet, the outside world directly influences our internal world, what we believe, what we value, how we want to be perceived, and what's cool or trendy in any given moment. The social world greatly influences our personal expectations, so it's natural that we would look to others to help us define our success and what we should be doing in our careers. But what about our genuine self? We all have interests and preferences that are uniquely ours. These interests are fluid, and they evolve throughout our lives. Remember childhood when you played role-playing games? Remember imagining when you were a doctor, an astronaut, or even a rock star? Those games allow us to test our interests and further develop them as we age. This act is known as self-construction, and it was the beginning of our career exploration. As we grow, we receive feedback from others. We use that feedback to further develop or change our behaviors, our interests, beliefs, values, and even our goals. We also experience our fair share of barriers. Some of those barriers come from our biological abilities and others from our socioeconomic access. We begin to reevaluate, alter, and even compromise on our career goals. Perhaps we align our studies to emphasize industries where we can earn a reasonable income. We may also recognize that we have responsibilities that take precedence over our career goals. Either way, we are beginning to construct our personal career paths and our personal narratives. So let's shift the way we look at careers. Instead, let's develop appreciation for the process through which our careers develop. Now, there are two categories of work. Market work is the traditional view of work done for income and compensation. Care work is work that's done in one's personal life. Care work is not always paid, and it's usually done to care for ourselves and to care for others. Both care work and market work play an equal role in our lives. However, it's care work that is often devalued in our society. Yet, it is through care work that we often find the deeper meaning and purpose. Remember, care work is personal. Care work increases our interactions with our friends, our families, our communities, and ultimately it gives us that sense of purpose. Instead of using traditional perspectives, let's try to unite the two types of work into an overarching concept. Here, we can recognize a co-constructivist nature to work that includes both purpose and meaning. This relieves the pressure of adhering to a traditional sense of career success. Remember, there are many factors that influence our careers. Not all of it is related to choice. We all have differing degrees of privilege and luxuries that influence our economic priorities. Acknowledging the process of our career removes the false narrative of career success and provides us with purpose and meaning that is often lacking in our traditional view of work. If you're interested in learning more, check us out at enlightenedtransitions.org.